The table shows the bulk post charges between two countries. You have the table here. The meaning is if you post 3 kg, the mass of the package up to 3 kg, you will be paying $14. If you post the mass of the package 5 kg and below, you will be paying $26. If more than 5 kg, per additional 1 kg, you will be paying $8. So, what is the bulk post charge for sending a package that weighs 7.3 kg? Now, 7.3 kg, we cannot use 3 kg because it is a lot more than 3 kg. And the next one is going to be 5 kg, so we have to separate them into 5 kg, and we will have 2.3 kg. Total is going to be 7.3 kg. So now let's look at 5 kg. 5 kg is going to be $26. Now, 2.3 kg. They say per additional step of 1 kg or part thereof. What is the meaning of that? So you will be paying, even though this is 2.3 kg, you will be paying for 3 kg. Why? Because they don't have the charges for 0.3 kg. So instead, you have to pay the excess 1 kg. So end up become 2.3 kg. They will round up to 3 kg. So now 1 kg is $8. Multiply by, because this is 3 kg, 3, you will get $24 here. Can you use this? You can't use this, huh? You have to use, as long as it is more than 5 kg, you are supposed to use this, not this. So end up what happened? So 26 plus $24, you will get $50. That's why the answer is 3. A tap can fill 10 identical bottles with water in 2 minutes. At this rate, how many such bottles can it fill in 5 minutes? What do you see? You see 2 minutes here. You see 5 minutes here. Okay, when you see minutes and they are asking for minutes, we will start with minute. That means 2 minutes is 10 bottles. Can we jump from 2 minutes to 5 minutes? We can't. So we will go down to 1 minute first. So 2 become 1 means divided by 2. Why? 2 divided by 2, you get 1. So if this side divided by 2, this side will be divided by 2 as well. So 10 divided by 2, you get 5 bottles. Now, what is it that they want? They want 5 minutes. So 5 minutes. 1 minute become 5 minutes. It is because 1 times 5. 1 minute times 5 become 5 minutes. Same thing, if this side multiply with 5, this side also have to multiply with 5. So 5 bottles multiply with 5, you will get 25 bottles. So the answer is 3. Okay, next. A machine can weave 10 meters of cloth in 40 minutes. What is the length of cloth that it can produce per minute? Again, minute, minute. So we will start with minutes. 40 minutes is 10 meters. So we want to know 1 minute. What do? 40 become 1 means divided by 40. 40 divided by 40, you get 1. If this side divided by 40, this side also divided by 40. So what happened now? 10 divided by 40. 0, 0 cancel. You get 1/4. You will get 1/4 meter. Or you can say 0.25 meter. You can choose anyone that you like. Mrs. Lim bakes 6 cupcakes every 10 minutes. 6 cupcakes every 10 minutes. At this rate, how many cupcakes could she bake in 2 hours? Now, we know 1 hour have 60 minutes. Okay, so 2 hour we have 120 minutes. Now, they give you time and they ask you time. So we will start with the time. 10 minutes, 6 cupcakes. Okay, 10 minutes, I can jump to 60 minutes, which is 1 hour first. So what do I do? 60 minutes, 1 to become 6, times 6, 10 to become 60, we will times 6. So become, this side also times 6. So you will get 36 cupcakes. Now, 60 minutes, you already know this is 1 hour. What we need is 2 hours. So 1 hour times 2 become 2 hours. So this is times 2. If this side times 2, this side also times 2. So 2 hours, 36 times 2, we will get 72. So the answer is 72. A machine at a factory fills equal number of bottles with chili every minute. Every minute. The line graph shows the number of bottles filled with chili over 5 minutes. So from here, you can straight away see 5 minutes, it fill up 40 bottles. There. How do we know? This is the point. So 5 minutes is 40 bottles. Now, they say how many bottles of chili does the machine fill in 3 minutes? They give you 5 minutes. They ask for 3 minutes. So we will start with minute. So 5 minutes is 40 bottles. Can we straight away find 3? We can't. So we will find 1 minute. 5 become 1. That means divided by 5. Same thing, if this side divided by 5, this side will also be divided by 5. So 40 divided by 5, you will get 8 bottles. So from there, you can find 3 minutes already. 1 minute become 3 minutes. That means 1 become 3, becoming more. So multiply by 3. So same thing, this side also multiply by 3. So 8 times 3, 24 bottles. So the answer is 24. Now, at this rate, how much time will the machine take to fill 184 bottles? Now, we know 8 bottles is 1 minute. If 184 bottles, what do we do? Becoming more, right? So what we are going to do is 184 divided by 8. Which will give you 23. So this 23 is minute. So 23 minute. Henry turned on a tap to fill a tank. He turned the tap at 6 minutes. 6 minutes. so that the water flow into a tank at a faster rate. The graph shows the volume of water that flow into the tank. So let's look at this graph. You can see from here to here is totally constant. But from here to here, the graph changed a little bit. So to show you clearly, let's look at this. Do you see this point? And at this point, they are a little bit different. So at 6 minutes, let's look at this line. It is here. Okay. At 12 minutes, the line is here. So based on this, when you count the gap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0 to 10 is break into 10 gap. That means one gap is 2. Each gap is 2. If each gap is 2, this is going to be 18. That means at 6 minutes, the volume of water is 18. And at 12 minutes, the volume of water is 48 liter. Okay, now let's go back. So let me erase them away. Okay, this is going to be 18 liter here, and this is going to be 48 liter here. It is at this point and this point. Now, how much more water flow into the tank per minute after the 6 minutes? So let's figure out the rate for first 6 minutes. Rate per minute for first 6 minutes. Okay, so what is going to happen is 6 minutes is 18 liter. So 1 minute, what do we do? This is divided by 6, right? So this is going to be 18 divided by 6, which will give you 3 liter. This is for rate per minute for the first 6 minutes. So that means every minute it is flowing out 3 liter. Okay, so what about rate after? Six minutes. What do we do? Rate after 6 minutes is going to be, you see, from 6 to 12. The difference is 48 minus 18, which will give you 30 liter. So 6 minutes is 30 liter. So I will write here. So 1 minute, what do we do? 30 divided by 6, which is 5 liter. Okay, so they say how much more water flow into the tank per minute after the 6 minute. So that means 5 liter minus this 3 liter, which is 2 liter. So that means every minute it is increasing, it is coming out 2 liter more from the tap. Okay, that means every minute from 6 minutes onwards, 2 meter, 2 liters more coming out from the tap and flowing into the tank. The table below shows the carpet rates at Sands Mall. So the carpet rates are, for the first hour, you have to pay $7. For every additional half an hour, that means 30 minutes, or part thereof, is $3. So this is 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes, when you are parking there, you have to pay $3. Okay? So Casper parked his car at Sands Mall from 11 a.m. to 1:20 p.m. So 11 a.m. to 1:20 p.m. Now, for the first hour is $7. So 11 a.m. I will stop at 12 p.m. This duration is 1 hour. This is first 1 hour, which is equivalent to $7. Okay, so 12 p.m. to 1:20 p.m. What is the duration? I have 1 hour and 20 minutes here. Okay, 1 hour and 20 minutes. But here, every slot is 30 minutes. So this 1 hour 20 minutes, this 20 minutes, I have to make it into 30 minutes. So become 1 hour and 30 minutes. This 20 minutes become 30 minutes. Why? Because they charge in 30 minutes interval. That means every 30 minutes you got to pay. So even you park for next 5 minutes, that means if you park for 1 hour 5 minutes, you still have to pay for 1 hour 30 minutes worth of thing. So 1 hour 30 minutes is equal to 30 minutes multiplied by 3. Right? 1 hour got 2 times 30 minutes, and here got 1 more 30 minutes. So 30 minutes times 3. So every 30 minutes you need to pay how much? $3. So what happened? $3 multiplied by 3 equal to $9. Now, let's find the total. Total is going to be this first $7 plus this remaining $9. Okay, so he has to pay $16 in total for the parking fee. The table shows the charges for taxi fare. First 1 kilometer, you have to pay $4. Every additional 400 meter or less, they don't care you drive for another 400 meter, or you drive for another 100 meter, or you drive for another 150 meter, you still have to pay 30 cents. Okay, they count it as 30 cents. And every 45 seconds of waiting, if they have to wait for whatever the reason, they will still charge you 30 cents per every 45 seconds. Okay, so now Alan took a taxi from home to a mall. The taxi stopped once at a traffic light. Stopped once at a traffic light for 1 minute. Okay, stop means it is considered waiting. So 1 minute, waiting 1 minute. Okay, but here 1 minute is 60 seconds, right? But the thing here is 45 seconds. So as long as it is more than 45 seconds, you have to pay for another 45 seconds. So that means this waiting 1 minute is equal to 0.30 times 2, which is equal to 0.60. So even you you see only 15 more seconds, you still have to pay for the full 45 seconds. That's why you have to times 2. Okay, so this is one part that we need to consider. We need to add it in to the fare. Okay, next. What is the distance? Total distance is 2.2 kilometer. So 2.2 kilometer is the distance. Okay, then first 1 kilometer. So first 1 kilometer is going to be $4. Okay, this is another one that we need to add into the fare. Then we left how much? We were left 2.2 kilometer minus 1 kilometer. So 2.2 minus 1, we were left with 1.2 kilometer, correct? And you know that 1.2 kilometer is equal to 1,200 meter. And 1,200 meter is equal to 400 meter multiplied by 3, right? Because they want to charge you every additional 400 meter or less. So 1,200 meter, if you divide it by 400, you will get 3. So 1,200 meter is equivalent to 400 meter, 3 of 400 meter. So every 400 meter is how much? 30 cents. So multiply by 3. So you will get 90 cents here. Okay, so here is another one to add in. So how much is the total? Is going to be $4 plus 0.6, 0 plus 0.90, which will give you $5.50. So this is $5.50. This is for A. Now B. Karen paid $7 for her taxi fare. She did not stop. So that means we don't have to think about this waiting at all for the whole journey. What is the furthest distance she traveled? Now, she paid $7. Right? This is paid. Now, we know first 1 kilometer is $4. So, 4.00 is 1 kilometer. This is the first one. Right? So, what is 7 minus 4? So, left is going to be 7 minus 4 equal to $3. Correct? And $3 is equivalent to 300 cents. Now, every 400 meter is 30 cents. Correct? So how do we find number of 400 meter? What do we do? 300 cents divided by 30 cents. Because why? This is 30 cents, right? So 0 cancel. Then you will get 10. That means 10 of this 400 meter. Okay, so 10 of this 400 meter means what? 400 meter, the total distance is 400 meter multiplied by 10, which will give you 4,000 meter, which is 4 kilometer. So here got 1 kilometer, here got 4 kilometer. So total is equal to 1 plus 4 equal to 5 kilometer. This is the answer.